Welcome to another video and episode on my Raspberry Pi 3B connected to PiXtend PLC, Programmable Logic Control, which I during the first episodes of this series assembled, checked a few times more, corrected, etc. And now I am ready to power on again with a special version of Raspbian Linux. Raspbian because it's specially equipped for the Raspberry Pi, but in this case also equipped with everything that can control the PiXtend. And last time I did a couple of tests, apart from dry tests that didn't have any interaction at all. One test also managed to switch the relays. I also found out that I can use RS232 serial connection, very different from USB, which is this, which I won't use really. I can also connect HDMI, which I will do right now. I just forgot to do it. So this is HDMI. It's not powered up yet, so still possible to do. I hope with a nice effect that I have something to see on the monitor. And that monitor is, by the way, right there. Not yet active because it's not booted yet. And now two probes to measure on the oscilloscope also RS232 signals. So the only thing that limits me is now powering up. So power supply with the cord probes, and of course the desktop that I will use to give a nice view. Another thing is that last time I struggled with the RS232 because I could not connect. And luckily I found some documentation that I should be able to connect to. So RS232 is connected by cable to this USB to serial converter, so that should be no problem. The only problem is, what is the baud rate? Well, I found out what it is. I just have to set it, apparently, according to the documentation, in here. So right here. Then I can do it. So first thing to do is now power up. Yep, there it goes. And by this light you can see that it is booted by now. So that is the introduction. Now for the software. Right, so a familiar view with oscilloscope. Now the question is, how do I get the serial done? Well, according to the application note on the serial interface, and yes, this is all German, but I can read it, fortunately. They have two remarks. First of all, or three remarks actually. So for the Raspberry Pi 3 you have to enter some commands. These are the same as already entered. And then you can do either this or that. Linux kernel 4.4 and newer. You can do it in RaspberryConfig. Very easy. Except that, you guess what? I don't have A7. So, I can't use it. So, I have to do it in here. In the other version then. But, well, where to do it? That's the point. Because this says DT overlay for deactivating Bluetooth. Well, I just copy it. Nope. Right here. And then let's just do it right here. And paste. So this should disable the Bluetooth and give me the serial interface exclusively. Now going back here, this is all normal. I hope. Even 8 bits no parity and 1 stop bit can be a problem. This is correct because that is my interface. So can I do it? The point is right now that it is intended for use with codices. I have tried to install codices with Wine again. I went a lot farther than that, or the installation that is, but unfortunately that didn't work out in the end. And the software that is available, or should be available, isn't available for my version of Linux, so that's a bummer. But something should work anyway. If I have some application, do I have minicom on here? It doesn't. I don't have minicom here. No. Really. So this should work, or should I now actually reboot? I think the latter. So type VNC is for now exit, and let's no, not exit, of course not, because I have to reboot. I have to reboot properly. So, and I do that from here. Shut down, reboot. This is closed. And yeah, the time base of the oscilloscope isn't quite set yet, but let's go here again. Alright. Start that one. That was a quickie, I think. But unfortunately no such thing here. So as yet I have to find out if I get anything done from here. We'll find out. So how to proceed? Well, from examples I got the hint to install PiSerial, which I did from terminal. That worked. Then how to proceed? Then they say, well, import serial, then assign a serial name to this, and this I got from settings that I made earlier. Seems to be serial 0, and then this that should say on here, the minicom terminal on the laptop, hello. However, I have to open the serial mode as well. So import from the PiXtend, and I hope this will work because I didn't test yet. Assign PiXtend library to variable P, open it, and set it to RS232. Will that work? I have no clue. The only problem is also that from the examples they have analog input, digital to analog converter, and digital output, GPIO, and some other stuff. Nothing serially, to my regret. So I'm leaving this directory. Here I have serial PiTest, which I just wrote. So if things go nicely, big if, this will work. Could not open port. Okay, so no such file directory serial 0. Right. Okay, so this does not work. It can't find the serial 0. Then I have to go back here. That is, yeah, right. Okay. Go back here, and they say console TTY1, and here they say console TTY1 serial 0. Okay, let me then say console is TTY1. This is called experimenting. Nope, could not open, no support. Okay, then what is it? Or should I say RS232? That's another question, because what I have here, no, only TTY. Only TTY, that's alright, that's better. I have AMA, I have print, and I have S0. S for serial. So then I would have to say, following this is dev TTY S0, if that is correct. Because AMA0 is the network connection. Here nothing. Print serial name, serial write be hello. That doesn't do a thing. So let me say this. Another attempt. Port is already open. Okay. But nothing comes here. So is this really the port that I should use? I doubt it. Nothing that I should check. And then it became even more interesting, because I found some more information, and if you read it really carefully, then it seems to contradict. One thing is that in the PPL library there is no serial test. There won't be one, because they claim that the serial interface will only be used from a Python interpreter or Python site, and not from anything else, not from codices, and that is something that I find very odd. But that is what they say. But what they do say is that this code should actually be used like this. So import serial, which is Pi serial, then switch to RS232, then use S0, because I had to remove anything to console 0 and even the baud rate. So there's no baud rate set, which I doubt that is good, but let's see if this happens. And see, there is no such thing as direct working application, so I think I should set something like a baud rate, and that should be something in here with serial, something like baud rate or something. So that's something to check as well. Maybe I can just find something like that. As this is the currently set baud rate. Who knows? No. Then maybe baud rate will do. If not, I'll dive again into software. An int object is not callable. Okay. Steps further. I have now used TTY S0. Baud rate is set to the same as in minicom. Serial name, well, it just prints the serial name. TTY S0. Print SER, share, prints every part of the setting. So TTY S0, baud rate, byte size, which is correct, because if I go here, serial port setup, it's exactly the same. byte size 8, no parity, and 1 stop bit, which is exactly the same. Yet, no setting and exit. There is nothing printed as hello. So that is still a bit strange, a pity. Am I doing it correctly? Well, I assume this is byte print hello, since a word is a byte. Apart from that, no luck as yet, unfortunately. And if I look here at the short introduction, that is write a string, okay, and that's it. So, according to all this information, it should work. Unless, okay, of course, I have the wrong port selected, which could be. Once again, it lists AMA and as 0. AMA is used when I use with the other Raspberry Pis the serial Pi board. So I might still have some luck when I do this. Who knows? Then this changing to AMA 0. No, not quit, just save. And that doesn't exist. So S1 exists and the other one doesn't. So in software they exist and the other one has still no luck. And I think I'll leave it at that. There's no signal anymore on the oscilloscope. More to find out, and it gets difficult when you get contradictory information from the same source, unfortunately. I wish I could show something that works. But without any real example that it works on the Raspberry, on the PiXtend, which they explicitly state they don't, that makes it really harder. And with this, well, as yet failed experiment on the serial port, I say thank you for watching. Unfortunately, it took quite a while to find out that the information is not really consistent, but in the end it shows that my first assumption of putting both the PiXtendLib and PiSerial in one file is a correct one. Unfortunately, HDMI never showed, and that glimmer is my lighting. So for now, thanks for watching. If you like this video anyway, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion. If you know how to do it, please let me know. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. Please show your support by making a donation via either PayPal or Wired, which is banking. And you can also choose to become a patron and have your name mentioned on my website, and depending on the pledge, also with my videos in several ways. All information you can find under this video, including the URL of my website with much more videos, pictures, photos, whatever. This is being continued, to be continued. Have a nice day, and bye bye.